Oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Cardwell's Cauldrons here at Geektopia Island. I'm Cardwell.
And I'm Kevin.
And today, we got a fun new deck of the new set. And It should be super fun and super janky, and I hope it does pretty well. But of course, before that, we'll go ahead and remind you that we do have a Patreon. It only takes $1 to support us, and we love you very much for it. And for that, the link will be down below. And yeah, let's just get into it, right?
Let's do it.
New cards, new fun, new everything. The deck name is called Burnt Offerings. It's going to be a weird thing. It's a red-green burn deck. Why? Because the first main card of the deck is Klothys. Unless you have another pronunciation for it, we're going for that.
Yeah.
For sure. But God of Destiny is a legendary god, enchantment, creature, blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. It's a 1 red and a green, 4/5, indestructible. It's not a creature unless your devotion to red and green is 7. Because that's what the old gods did too. If it's multicolored, 7. Which I have been able to do it on Arena, so we'll see. But at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile a target card from the graveyard. If it was a land card, add a red or a green. So it's like a Deathrite Shaman in a way. Otherwise, you gain 2 life and Klothys deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Yeah, so this is literally a Deathrite Shaman in new form.
And it's super good. And when you're just like, plop this down, and they can't deal with a indestructible enchantment, then you just win.
Yeah.
The life gain on it with the buffer is just, it's insane.
Yeah, he sticks around because he is indestructible and he's an enchantment, so he's a lot harder to remove. Sure, he can get killed by like a disenchant, but hey, it's whatever.
Well, no, indestructible.
Well, yeah.
With the exile one.
The revoke existence.
Yeah, revoke existence, exactly. But who's going to have that main board, right?
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
And if they put it on sideboard, it's 1 card for 1 card, so you got this.
But yeah, no, he's just super good because he's like, hey, get rid of that, takes damage.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Any graveyard, too. That's the thing. And with a cat oven, still around kind of because people are still messing with it and upgrading it. Just get out of here.
Yeah,
just
be gone. Next up is Bonecrusher Giant. He is red and 2 for 4/3 giant, and whenever he becomes the target of a spell, he deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. So if you try to kill him, you're going to take some damage for it.
Perfect. And
then he's also got Adventure Mode, which is Stomp, which is a red and 1 for an instant. Just damage can't be prevented this turn. He Stomp deals 2 damage to any target.
Yeah.
So turn 2, you're like, cool, stomp that thing down, kill it, or shoot you for 2, or however you want to do it.
Yeah.
And then turn 3, you're like, cool, play this dude from adventure side because I can.
Yeah.
And now I have a big dude.
And yeah, exactly. A 4/3 that will do 2 damage at least, no matter what.
Yeah. This card curves out on its own, which is what makes it so strong. Because it's 2 cards on curve in 1 card.
And a 4 damage 3-drop is something that you need to deal with.
Yeah.
Like for sure. So
yeah, that dude will do work.
Oh yeah. One of the other new cards is Tectonic Giant. It's a 2 and 2 red. It's a 3/4 elemental giant. Now, whenever it attacks or becomes a target of spell or opponent controls, spell, not ability, just spell, choose 1. It can deal 3 damage to each opponent. Okay.
Yeah, solid.
And exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose 1 of them until your next turn. You may play that card. So it's kind of light up the stage as well. And
that's pretty strong.
It's a 3/4. So just like Bonecrusher Giant, you plop a dude down. They're gonna take 3, or they're gonna take 6 when you swing. Hopefully.
Yeah. It seems good.
Thanks. Or if you need cards, just like, all right, swing 3. I have 2 burn spells. Plop, plop the face, and it's just crazy like that.
Doing some weird things.
Yes.
Next up is our other elemental friend, the Living Twister. He is a red, and green for a 2/5 elemental. You pay red and 1, discard a land card, and he deals 2 damage to any target.
Yep.
Or you pay green, return a tapped land you control to its owner's hand. So you're just there to just ping away dudes. And the best part of him otherwise is he gives you 3
pips.
3 little things for your devotion.
Yeah, yes.
So he helps you get Klothys to be a creature to attack with, and it's even more disgusting.
Exactly. And of course, late game, you don't have to tap them to do this. So if you just keep holding lands or whatever, you can still swing and be like, all right, well, discard this land, take 2, pump this land up, discard that land, take another 2. It's just, it can get there really quick.
And late game, if you really need to, you should be like, cool, bounce all my lands, you can take 10.
Yeah,
Thanks.
exactly. Like, float all the mana, bounce whatever lands I can, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Plop them in the face.
That's pretty gross, not gonna lie.
Now, the next one is not Torbjorn, but I want to say it so bad. It's Torbran. Thane of Redfell. It's 1 and 3 red, so there you go for the devotion. It's a 2/4. If a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2. So with Bonecrusher, that's 4 damage. With the other Elemental Giant, that's 5 damage. If they target it, Living Twister, that's 4 damage per land.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good.
Let's just add some more damage because we can.
Just, why not? Just +2. That's all.
Seems good. All right, first spell we got is good old Shock. It's back. We're doing some more, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been here, but whatever.
It's burn.
Yeah, it's 1 red, deal 2 damage to any target. Pretty much. Target creature or player, whatever.
That's all you need.
You did great.
Late game is
Zap.
like cheap burn to get to the face, and that's all you need. The next one, it's Electrodominance. It's X red instant. Electrodominance deals X damage to any target. You may cast a spell with converted mana cost X or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So late game, if they kill your Klothys or whatever it is, at the end of their turn, shock them for 5, and then 3, plop down this upkeep or pre-combat phase, deal 2 damage by getting rid of Electrodominance. This card is good. It's way good, and it's just good.
Yeah, it
all I
helps
can
you
say.
do a lot of stuff just because you're like, cool, 5 mana. The same 5 mana you would play a dude with and do something with, you just get a free dude and you get to shoot for 3.
Yeah, you can kill something and then plop something important down, or just do double burn to the face.
Yeah.
For sure.
Next up is Light Up the Stage, one of the best red cards I've seen printed in a very long time.
Yes.
It is a red and 2 for sorcery, and you exile the top 2 cards of your library until the next turn. You may play those cards. And it's got Spectacle, which is if they've been dealt damage, you can play it for its Spectacle cost instead, which is 1 red. So pre-combat main phase, you're like, Klothys, take 2, cool, Light Up the Stage.
Yes.
Great, I'm gonna get some cards. Sounds awesome.
All right, next one. Everyone forgot about this card. Risk Factor. It's 2 in a red, instant. Target opponent may have Risk Factor deal 4 damage to them. If they don't, you draw 3 cards.
Hey, solid.
Never was not a bad card.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
One of those, but yeah.
And it has Jumpstart, so you can play it again from the graveyard if you need to.
Exactly.
Next up is Skewer the Critics. Also a very good card from red. Now, it is a red and 2 for Skewer the Critics. Deals 3 damage to any target. So it's a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And it's got a spectacle cost of 1 red. So if they've been dealt damage, it costs 1 red. So
Yep.
literally, if they've already taken damage, it is the lightning bolt. You're like, cool,
Yeah,
that
just
dude takes 3
1 red, just take
because
it.
I can.
Take it. We do not care.
Yeah.
Now, one of the stronger burn spells that came out of Throne of Eldraine is Slaying Fire. 2 in a red, instant, deals 3 damage to any target for 3. Okay, whatever. But it has Adamant, which if you have 3 red mana was spent, which we'll always do, it deals 4 damage to target, or damage instead. So 4 damage for 3, that's a char with no downside.
Yeah. Char with I don't take damage.
Yeah.
Great.
Exactly.
And then next up is Experimental Frenzy. It is a red and 3 for an enchantment. You may look at the top card of your library. At any time, you may play the top card, and you can't cast spells from your hand, or you can't play cards from your hand.
Yeah.
And then pay a red and 3, destroy Experimental Frenzy. So it just gives you free ability to go through your deck quicker. Because
Yeah.
you're like, cool, flip the top card, play my land. Flip the top card,
Done.
play Light Up the Stage, get 2 cards gone, whatever. It just gets silly.
Yeah.
And Spectacles can still be done just the same with the Spectacle cost, because it's still being cast, so just all the craziness.
And you know what it also can do? Adventure cards. So to be able to do Bonecrusher Giant for 2, and then it goes in the adventure zone, and then you can still play it because it doesn't go to your hand. So you're just like super free value.
That's pretty dumb.
Yeah, I only have 1 in the deck. It can go up or down, but it's just a good solid.
It gives you extra cards advantage,
Like,
really.
Between that and Light Up the Stage and the Elemental Giant that makes it where you can do Light Up the Stage anyway, hopefully you're just gonna have gas all the time.
Yeah, and Risk Factor. You just
And
need to
risk
draw
factor.
all the cards.
Exactly. So that's
Burn once.
That's what you want.
Kill you and draw cards.
Exactly. All right, now of course it's the lands. We're going 22. It's small, but it's burn. That's what the point is. But so we have 3 forests just in case we get there. If not, you could probably take that down to 1 forest, 11 mountains, and then of course 4 stomping grounds and 4 temple abandons. And I know it's really rough to do tap lands in a burn deck, but you do have some green that you need, and you want the red and green together so you can get Adamant for 4 damage no matter what.
Yeah.
So there we go with that.
And it's only 4. Like, you're gonna lose that a little bit, but not really all that much.
Yeah.
Because the other ones you can take 2 damage to have them come in, but temples you still get something out of them.
Exactly. And if need be, with Living Twister, you can use the green on the temple, bounce it up your hand, and play the temple again to make sure you don't draw anything crappy. So you can just like scry every turn pretty much.
Yeah, that's kind of silly.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I like it.
All right, now we do have we don't have sideboard. We have honorable mentions just because local meta will change for sure. And right now we have no idea what the pros or anything's making. I mean, I'm sure you do, but man, we're better anyway. So the honorable mentions are cards that can go in the deck at the start or into your sideboard. And the first one is Storm's Wrath. It's 2 and 2 red. It deals 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. And this is for your against aggro matchup that just they swarm you faster than you can. So just get rid of them. And of course, planeswalker nowadays are starting to show up, and 4 damage is good.
Yeah, it's essentially a Wrath of God in most decks.
Yeah.
Like 4 will kill most everything that you need killed. I mean, if what doesn't, you just kill it with all the other shocks or whatever else you have.
Yeah. And if you're lucky enough, then you can still have your Living Twister, which is a 3/5, and you can just go in with it, and it's all good.
Yeah. Next up is Cinder Vines. It is a red-green enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, Cinder Vines deals 1 damage to that player.
Yep.
Pay 1, sacrifice it, destroy target enchantment or artifact, and then Cinder Vines deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. So it's there to tax any of the like silly non-creature decks, any kind of control-heavy deck.
Yep.
You're like, cool, you're going to do some things, take some damage for it. I don't care.
And if they're like Banishing Light your Klothys, then you just use this to get rid of it and then do more damage.
Yeah, great.
Thanks. Super good. Or even Doom Foretold, because that's still popping up, so you can just like kill it. I don't care.
Yeah.
The next one is Tibalt, because you need him. Rakish Interrogator? Yeah.
Instigator.
Instigator. I put those two together. 2 in a red, or I took it apart. It's a 5 loyalty planeswalker. The main number one thing, your opponents can't gain life.
Yeah. You're playing burn. You don't want him to gain life.
Yeah, at all. Not one bit. Sure, you can -2 him and get a 1/1 devil token that says whenever it dies, ping something for 1. But you just really just want it there for when opponents try to gain life.
Yeah. And the final honorable mention we have is the Sunder Shaman. He has 2 red and 2 green for a 5/5 giant shaman. And he can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. And then whenever he deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. So he's just going to keep swinging in every time because it's 5/5 for 4 they have to deal with.
Yeah.
And if it hits, you get to kill something for free. Cool.
And
sagas are running around too now, so you're like, cool, kill that saga. Get out of here.
Enchantment creatures. Thanks.
Yeah.
Get rid of them out of there. And of course that spear, the new one, is probably going to be out there, probably almost in every deck. I don't see why not. Then get rid of that for sure because that has lifelink on that.
And really, all you do is you just shock everything out of its way. You clear the way for this dude to hit, and then you're like, cool, kill your enchantment.
Yeah. Thanks. And it has 4 pips. So with Klothys and this, you need 1 more to activate him or her, and then you do it.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And of course, honorable mentions are also to remind you there are cards out there that you probably haven't seen ever since the set release or whatever, and this is one of them for sure.
Yeah, or you saw it one time and you're like, maybe.
Whatever. And then nope, it's there.
Yeah, it's a card you can use.
Heck yeah. Well, with that, the deck list will be down below, and hopefully you enjoyed your stay here at Geektopia Island. Goodbye.
Later. Also, guys, I just remind y'all to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you want to keep up to date on all our future content, make sure you click that bell. It'll give you all the notifications you need.
With that, we'd like to go ahead and give a big thank you to all our fans that support us through the year, and especially our Patreon support people. We do like to give a shout out to our Mythic and Above supporters, and that would be Dwayne Higgs. Thank you very much. We love you.